Hello everyone. So it's been a little bit, not really a little bit, just been a couple of days since I made anything on here. I've been giving some Navy updates, so I will do one right after this video. But today I am doing a second review on my maxcatch. I specifically have the 3-weight maxcatch extreme. It comes with the 3 to 4 weight reel, which is a maxcatch eco, which is super nice for the amount of money that this thing costs. The pole itself is exquisite. I absolutely love it. I'm going to pull it out here and show you in a bit if you haven't seen the past videos on it. But I did go today and I completely made a good video fishing with my oldest son, and I caught a good little bit of some bluegill, some rock bass, and other stuff on it in this creek right next to a waterfall. Super great video. But when I went to get the video off of my GoPro onto my phone, it didn't download onto my. I thought it downloaded onto my phone, but it didn't. So I purposely deleted it, thinking that it was cool on my phone, but the video was not accessible on my phone. I'm not sure why. I probably had to have deleted it and go back and re-added it from the GoPro, but I deleted it off my GoPro, and so I learned from that mistake. Now I will not delete anything off of there until I have completely know for sure that it's downloaded in here. But anyway, so it did great. So it is a 3-weight, so it's super easy to set the hook on super small fish. Like, pretty much they run with it, you pull the opposite way, and it sets it. Like, there ain't no perfect timing or anything like that. You just give some resistance, it sets the hook. I thought it was great. The one issue that I have with it is probably with any fly rod that I would have this issue is you can only reel in so much until your fly line, the floating line, comes back inside your first eye of your rod, and then it's hard to get it back out after that. So what I'm going to do is start going with like a 6-foot leader. I might just use some tippet because I'm not really trout fishing where I'm at. It's just mostly bass, crappie, bluegill, rock bass, stuff like that, and they don't really care about seeing a little bit of line. So I'm just going to start using some 4-pound tests and call that good. So I'm going to start doing about probably try to keep it about 6.5 feet, and I do kind of like, if you're just beginning, just for me, since I'm not really just beginning, but I haven't done a lot of it, I find it a lot easier, obviously, to cast something with a little bit of a tungsten bead on the head of it. I made some myself. I can show you. They actually came out pretty good. I used pink and white and stuff like that, and some brass beads that I got at Walmart. And there, just give me a second here and I'll show you. All right, so, oh man, these are a couple that I made. So, got one like this here. It's got a bit of a, where is my camera at? Over here. Brass bead on there. Got some feathers on the top, there's on the back, got some flashaboo, wrapped around the dubbing, and like I said, secured brass bead. This is actually an Aberdeen style number 8 hook. So we'll probably work on trout, especially that color. But these brighter colors, like with the lots of pink and stuff, this is a double beaded one that I did. Looks great. Use some red, like some fluorescent red wax line, lots of flashaboo on there, some hackle. I'm sure that would be just perfectly in that. That's also, this one is a number 8 Aberdeen gold hook, light wire, and this one's pretty much the same. Lots of pink on there, white dubbing, and some brown hackle. I did this one with some green waxed thread. So that's the type of stuff that I'm using. Actually, the one that I was using today, I thought I dropped it out there somewhere. I was going to keep it and bring it back and show y'all what I was using. But it's really cool to catch fish in your own flies that you've tied. I got my little fly tying area set up right over here, which I've seen in some of the other videos. Couldn't get it really clear though because I'm using my phone, and my GoPro doesn't zoom in, so that was also pretty rough. I still don't have like a computer because I'm not rich, you know, to be able to do that stuff so y'all can see that, but where it like shows the fly really well or in any of that. But I'm working on it, I promise. Right now I just have so much stuff going on with my Navy enlistment, which I said I will be giving y'all some the details in a video right after this one. So I'll be wearing the same shirt, We the People, that's what we believe in. So anyways, I'm gonna get more into this rod, so more of an in-depth review of this rod. Like I said, my only issue really with it, the rod's great. I've messed around with some other that are supposed really good rods, some Cabela's combos, a TFO combo, and some cheap ones. Like I have this right down here. It is a, hold on, I'll show you. Y'all seen it already. I made a little video on it. I actually caught some fish with it. It is the Martin. I ain't got any. I took the string off this because I was using it on another one. But it's like thick. It's really big, like compared to my pinky. It's like super huge. It's got obviously the foam handle, which I don't have an issue with. There's a lot of plastic stuff going on back here. This metal here is like really thin. I feel like if I tighten this too much, the reel seat might break, or these little rings might split, or whatever. And it also clicks loud while you're reeling and when you're pulling string out. So that is what it is. That's how they used to be made. And it says like Martin super huge on it. And there's also like a Fluger one that's similar to this. That's just super big. I think it actually comes with a cork handle though. And I'm trying to think of some other ones. I think like Shakespeare used to make one. I've actually had. That was my first fly rod. I forget what it was called. I think it was actually green like this one, and it had a silver reel, but I'm not 100%. So I keep two rods in this case. So both of them are maxcatch. One of them is an ultralight, a 6-foot ultralight, and it has the maxcatch 2-weight avid reel on it, which is super nice, and which is this one. And I'm just to show you the difference. Like this is super small compared to this. Like it's like ridiculous how much smaller this is. And let's see. You know, the bigger rod, my 3-weight, is equally as small. You know, my 3-weight rod is just a little bit bigger than this one here. The reel on this one isn't as good. You know, this is like a step down from the reel here, but it's still super nice, like super high quality stuff on here. Really good quality rings, and it's it's a really good deal. This is one piece. It's not two pieces. It is. It's two rings that can. You know, this is the good deal. It's what people like. To have the one ring to tighten against the first one. I forget what that's called, but it's supposed to be the better way to go. Keeps it on there better. But it is super nice. I do like it. I caught some fish with it today. This is the maxcatch Eco on here. It is a 3 to 4 weight. The cork on the rod does look like it has a good bit of filler in it, but it doesn't matter. Like it feels really great. I'm sure there's some better quality cork than this, but just for the amount of money you spend on it, this is great. So this is the maxcatch Extreme 8'4" length, and it is obviously the 3-weight, and it is 4 sections. It says all that right there. Really nice. So you can get this off of eBay or off of Amazon. It's made in China, which I don't really care for. But there are some U.S. sellers that can get it to you quicker than get it shipped across the pond, or the otherwise known as the Atlantic Ocean, or maybe even the Pacific. I'm not exactly sure which one it comes across. But these are super nice. I do believe whenever I ordered this on the shipping, I do believe that it came in through New York, so I'm guessing it came across the Atlantic Ocean. All of the rod pieces are super pristine. They're super nice. There isn't anything about this rod at all that I would consider to be like subpar. Like, it is really nice, and I'm really super Just there's nothing bad I can really say about it. I do rather the other reel. So this one kind of like spins like really easy. That's reeling, and obviously you got some clicks there on the the on your drag whenever you'd be pulling. If you happen to let go of your line and let the fish try to pull some drag, it is there, and it does work very well. It is actually a lot better than some other reels that I've messed around with that cost a good bit more than this one does. So like I said, the only issue that I've had with this one is the fact that and I'm sure it will be any rod, and just this one, since I'm kind of a novice or beginner at all this, was how much leader there is and what to do with all that extra slack, and how to just basically come accustomed to dealing with a rod like this versus what I'm used to, which is a spinning combo. So I'm going to set this off to the side and give you all a little look at the reel that's on this one. I have not fished with this one yet. I don't even have any line on this one. I did put some line on it, but it was much heavier line than what this reel calls for, so I took it off. But this reel is machined aluminum. I do have a little bit of backing on it, so there's some backing in there, just kind of just fooled around. Super nice. Obviously machined aluminum versus, so this is just way slicker. It has a tighter tolerance, so it doesn't spin as freely as that one. But actually, I don't have any drag on this one right now set. So you start turning the drag, really nice clicks on there. So then, yeah, it just really puts the brakes on it, depending on how much you want to use. Once again, this is the maxcatch Avid. This one only has one locking ring. That's what it's called, locking ring. The other one has two. This is the ultralight, so it's the lime green, has a really pretty wooden reel seat there. The other one here is an aluminum reel seat, but it's really nice finish. It's really pretty green. Just really stoked about both of these poles, rod and reel combos, on how they look, and just the overall aesthetics and functionality and everything about them just seems to be really great. Yeah, they're just super nice, and I'm really excited about catching fish on this. Don't know how it's going to work with a much shorter pole. Like I said, this one is 6 feet. It is 3 sections. It's number 2 weight. It's 6 feet long. It is the maxcatch ultralight. There you go. And I ordered it the same way that I ordered the other one. I have not taken the plastic off of my cork yet, which I kind of almost wish I'd have left it on that one over there too. But it is what it is. I took it off. It's not this super high quality cork. It does have some filler in there that I can see, but there's not a ton of it. I've seen way worse than this. This is actually really good, and so I'm happy with it. You could always refinish a cork handle with filler and some other stuff, so I don't know exactly how to do that, but I could always look it up, and if I ever had that issue, I could deal with it, but I don't think that I ever will. So this is, like I said, super nice. You can see back there, there's some cutout, and everything's just really super slick. There's even a little maxcatch logo in the back of this one, just like there is in the other one. As far as fishing with the maxcatch Extreme, I'll grab that one again. I don't want this video to be super long, kind of trying to stick to the point of like getting something like this versus something super expensive like the Orvis Encounter or the Reddington Path 2 and other more expensive versions of something that's the same quality basically. Obviously this is coming from China, and but as far as quality wise, I would compare it to those other rods. Like the Orvis Encounter comes with a polymer plastic reel, but it's like, this was a $80 combo that came with this really nice case and some other stuff and a pre-spooled reel and all that stuff, and the little extras it came with, versus like if you get an Orvis Encounter, it'll come with the rod, the reel, and a rod holder that I do not think includes this back part to put this together in and leave it like that. It just comes with just the rod tube, so you can only store the rod in it. I like the fact that this one has the reel section, so you can leave it on here just like I have, and on the other side it has a little zipper pouch where you can put some tippet or some additional line that you might need or whatnot. So that's all like really great. As far as the 3-weight part of it or whatever, I'm not really sure about how that's supposed to feel versus a 6-weight or any of that whenever it comes to hooking a fish. But I could definitely tell you that it was super light, as far as like how a small fish, like I was catching some fish that were this big, maybe 5-6 inches with it, and it definitely made them feel a bit bigger, but at the same time I could tell that they were small and not super big, and they also, like I said before, it wasn't an issue at all setting the hook. They just it basically set itself. I was using a small indicator, and along with something actually similar to this one, except it had more white in it. Like I said, I tied these myself. This one's gray with some white dubbing and some flashaboo and the gold bead up there at the front. I did get a lot of my stuff that I used for tying at Walmart, because anything that's labeled for like during hunting season, you can buy normal corn at your local farm store, and a 40-pound bag, and it'll be a certain amount, and then at Walmart or wherever else, or even at the same store, they'll have some that's labeled deer corn that doesn't have anything added to it. That's a 10-pound lighter bag for $2 or $3 more than the cheaper bag. I don't understand it. So when you get things that aren't labeled, like fly fishing, any of that stuff, any of those feathers, any of that fur, a lot of that thread, any of that extra stuff, that stuff will work. So I think the wax thread is basically to get the dubbing to stick to it better whenever you make your noodle of dubbing on there. You can also use a little bit of spit or normal thread. That's what I did with some of the other ones that I've tied, and it works just fine. I'm not sure about durability, one versus the other. Obviously, if you get thread that's made for, what do you call it? The sewing, and then get to flatten out like fly tying thread does. So that's definitely one thing that you're going to want to keep to its roots, and make sure you get fly tying thread. The other stuff would work, don't get me wrong. I think that you would be just fine with it, but some people like their thread to flatten out. So anyways, this has been a great rod. I'm going to continue to use it. Going to take it around with me whenever I do more videos, actually going trout fishing and things like that. Once I have some more experience with actually casting. I did fine today. I was kind of afraid to catch it in some trees around my area and whatever. That's why I got the 6 foot. Once I get better at casting and stuff, and I'll be able to bob and weave through them trees and get the line where I need to go, where it needs to go, so I can catch the fish that I want to catch. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. You have no idea. And as always, like and subscribe. If you have any questions about this rod or this other one, even though I haven't used the other one yet, and the reels that are on these, because you can get different reels that are maxcatch brand to pair with different maxcatch rods, just hit me up in the comment section down below, and I'll try to answer all those. And so let me go ahead and jump off of here, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.